Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic Movie Review. Now, I'm going to clump all three movies together. And we just came from Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies. Now, I'll admit, I tried twice to read The Hobbit. Each time, I stall at the same spot where Bilbo's with the trolls or they turn to stone. I don't know. I hate Bilbo. I can't stand Bilbo in the book. I don't, it just annoys the holy hell out of me. And it's like, I just get to that point where I'm like, I don't care, sit on him already. So, that's why I feel I'm not worthy to touch Lord of the Rings. It's like, I can't get through The Hobbit, there's no point in doing Lord of the Rings. So I wasn't like tainted when I saw the movies. So I had no base of reference to kind of go by. So I kind of went into the Hobbit movies kind of going, meh. Which is still my opinion of the movies. It's meh. I love Bilbo in the movie, though. The guy that plays him, if he was that way in the book, I would have loved the book 3 times over. So he in a weird way, though, considering it's in The Hobbit, there's very little of The Hobbit in The Hobbit. It's all about the dwarves. I mean, I know it's their mission, and they've got to get to the mountain and get all the treasure and all this stuff, and there's a dragon involved, you know. But the movies are good, but it doesn't quite hold a candle to Lord of the Rings itself. It's not epic in that scope. There's a lot of epic scenes, but the problem is you feel that these 3 2.5-hour movies feel like 3 2.5-hour movies. It's really awesome scenes with a bunch of filler that's not needed. Like the one scene that really, like in the third one, the one that we just saw, was like, elves, boo friggin' yeah. Oh, I would love me an elven bow. And I was like, oh, they could just stand there. That was my favorite scene in Two Towers, when they're at Helm's Deep and it's like, doo-doo, and they're just precision, and it's like freaking awesome, and the armor is gorgeous, and it's like the archers are just so freaking badass. Oh, elves are just so, how can these delicate ethereal elves be so freaking badass? Ooh, I love the elves. So that was like my favorite scene in the movie. Other than that, I was like, eh. And then Billy Boyd. When Billy Boyd showed up, that surprised the holy hell out of me, and it was so freaking funny. And he sings this song at the end. He's a Scottish comedian. Google him if you don't know him, but he's really, really cool. He's been around forever. He's got this like pure little, this youthful voice, and he's like an older man. Just doesn't quite match the man. So he did the song, and it's really nice. So that was one of the most memorable moments is in the credits, right? So I enjoyed the movie, but you just felt it was a time killer. You know, it's not, I don't plan on getting any of them on DVD. It's just not something I'd want to bother watch again. If they condensed it into one movie, it would have been freaking epic. Maybe 2. It did not need to be 3 2.5-hour movies. It just wasn't needed. You felt that it was stretched out, like my videos looked a bit too long. So I don't know if he's ever going to attempt the Silmarillion, because there's still more material to deal with. But yeah, the good parts were freaking awesome. I mean, Smaug in and of himself, badass. So yeah, but it was good moments, too much filler, meh for payoff. But the end, how it just threaded into the Lord of the Rings, was freaking awesome. And is Legolas supposed to be a superpowered elf? I don't know. So as far as The Hobbit is concerned, DVD rental at best. Definitely does not top Lord of the Rings. I was hoping kind of more for shots of New Zealand. So I was glad I watched all 3 of them. You just sort of come away with like, well, there's a few hours killed. So that was my opinion on The Hobbit. And maybe someday I will get through the book if I can just imagine, movie Hobbit in the book. Thank you for watching. Do comment down below your opinions on The Hobbit as a whole or as separate movies. Do rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time. Happy movie watching. arms shrinking, can't reach.